have a bad match. They just have good chemistry. Um, I like what they're doing, and I like how we're kind of seeing Moxley's going to end up, I believe, being out of the Death Riders. They haven't taken him out yet, but I feel like he's going to get taken out because he's not winning, and they're going to end up with Claudio Casanova as the new leader of the faction. So, good people, we're going to go ahead and bring in the other half here. Mr. Playmaker himself. Playmaker, how is it going today, my good man?
How's it going, everybody? Sorry I'm late. I had to take care of some stuff, but I was not. Y'all was gonna see me tonight. Y'all was gonna see me. Hope y'all had a lovely Thanksgiving weekend.
Fair enough. So I just got through kind of rolling through Dynamite. Anything from Dynamite that kind of stuck out to you, sir?
I have not known down. Really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It was Thanksgiving week, so didn't really get a lot of wrestling in, but I did get Survivor Series because I knew that's the main topic.
Ooh, shame on Playmaker. I'm just kidding.
Hey man, it's
I'm just
Thanksgiving
kidding.
week.
I'm
A
just
lot of
kidding.
stuff
I
was
don't
going
really.
on.
Yeah, I don't really do the Thanksgiving thing. I go eat stuff, but I don't really like. It's complicated, but let's just say I had more free time, so I get it, sir. I get it. I'm getting to the detail to say I have more free time. How about that? All right, sir.
My sisters and the ATL crew came down, so you know.
That's cool. That's cool. So we're gonna hop over to you now, sir, for a little NXT. I'm sure you have at least got some news and information from NXT you'd like to throw out there to the good people.
Yeah, to my NXT Gutter Rush.
Yes, sir.
Jackson Drake, he retained the WWE Involved Championship over Super Sean Legacy. We did have Ethan Page talk to Sol Ruco. Like the pretty much, let's put it like this. Let's say Sol Ruco is in a cartoon, right? Let's say Sol Ruco is in a cartoon, right? Ethan Page pops up as that little devil in her ear, you know, talking some stuff. And Miles Bourne is the angel talking from the other side. That's pretty much what Sol Ruco was in.
Fair enough.
We have our new sorry to do this to you, sir. But as I do with Cole Johnson, is there certain things that we have a job to do, so we must tell the job, even though you dislike it. We crowned our new speed champion on the women's side. Fallon Henley is the new champion. She defeated Zarya to become the champion. John Cena made his appearance to announce.
I just have no care.
I know. John Cena made his appearance to NXT. I think this is the first time he ever been at NXT. I think it's the first time he ever been at NXT. But he made his NXT appearance to announce the Iron Survivor picks. And John Cena picked Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Joe Hendry, Dion Lennox, and Miles Bourne for the men. For the ladies, Mr. Cena chose the aforementioned Sol Ruca, Lola Vice, Kalani Jordan, which we'll get into her shortly. Also, we'll get into shortly. Jordan Grace was chosen, and Kendall Gray, who we get into else in this portion of the show. For the women's side, those were the choices. Speaking of Kalani Jordan and Jordan Grace, I believe Kalani Jordan was holding a certain title, sir, that she had defending a triple threat match. The TNA Knockouts champion has a new owner. As the winner of that match became Li Yang Lee. Is now the head of the Knockouts division.
Correct, if I remember correctly, she is a first-time singles champion in WWE or TNA.
Yes, sir. That would be correct. That would be correct, sir.
About time did you stop wasting this woman's talent. About time. So congratulations, Li Ying Lee.
So we have that, and then Kendall Gray retained her WWE Involves Women's Championship over Laney Rain. Those of you who don't know, she's now the new third member of Fatal Influence. Paul Henley, she got her a title. JC Jane, she got her NXT Women's title back. And Miss Reed fell short in her conquest. Maybe you can go for Maybe you can go for the Women's North American Championship. Oh, I forgot. Blake Monroe has that one. You don't want no problems. You don't want the problems. Just saying. So apparently, somebody didn't approve of Miles Bourne being a part of the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Would you mind taking a guess who that was, sir?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say one, Mr. Trick Willie.
Mr. Trick Willie wanted Miles Bourne to put that spot on the line, in which Miles Bourne, obliged. Dark State got involved. But guess who else got involved?
Who?
The other three members John Cena picked for this match: Javon Harris, Leon Slater, and Joe Hendry. Miles Bourne won this match to stay in the Iron, even though it says to qualify for Iron Survivor Challenge, but he is in the Iron Survivor Challenge officially now. No Trick Willie, but I will say congratulations on the engagement, sir. You did win that battle.
So Trick Willie won the week. He lost the match, but Trick Willie won the week. And Trick Metal Gang are both engaged now.
Yes. Kalani Jordan and Carmella Hayes got engaged too.
These are two very smart brothers. That's all I got to say about that.
And that was pretty much NXT Gold Rush in a nutshell.
And we'll do some quick conversations about the TNA Impact Thanksgiving episode. Because, one of the things they always do is they do a
the Thanksgiving episode.
Turkey Bowl. Yep.
Oh,
so with the Turkey Bowl, the winner gets a significant bonus. The loser has to wear a turkey suit or be fired. So the participants were Ryan Nemeth, Brian Myers, Mance Warner, Trey Miguel, Eric Young, and the Hometown Man. The Hometown Man that whole thing is hilarious. I just want to throw it out there. So Brian Myers won the match, and he beat Ryan Nemeth. So Myers gets the bonus. Ryan Nemeth attempted to run away, but that does not work. He had to wear the turkey suit or get the pink slip, so he wore the turkey suit.
Oh, Lord.
So then we had a never seen before tag team match. Mike Santana and Leon Slater against Trick Williams and Mustafa Ali. Mike Santana and Leon Slater won by disqualification. The Great Hands jumped in and got the disqualification. But Santana and Leon Slater got the win. Ryan Nemeth then had a match against Krampus.
Ryan Nemeth. Where's Nick? I'm just playing.
So Ryan Nemeth had to compete in a second match. He had to wear the turkey suit still with Jake Something in First Class against Leon Slater, Moose, Brian Myers, and Eddie Edwards. Moose, System, and Leon defeated Nemeth, Jake Something, and First Class. So we should not be. I mean, no one should be surprised about that. And then there was a weird match between Ryan Nemeth and Cramp. And I guess you got to try it and kind of figure out what needs to happen so that you can make things happen a little bit better. Here is a comment that I would love to get your thoughts on, Mr. Solomons. Yolanda says Trick needs to be called up with his woman. And there's a second comment that is part of that. Why is Trick still doing TNA stuff and no longer champion? These are
okay. So my sister, I understand the sentiment. I understand, but I'm like 80% sure Cool might agree with me on this one. If you call Trick Williams up now, that would not do him any justice.
Yeah. There's a certain way it needs to be done. He could be called up now, but just to throw away some of later, only if he had on a black hoodie on Saturday.
But I don't think it was him though. But
I don't think it was him. But I'm saying that would be a way he could be called up right now. If we're not talking about that way, then I acquiesce to your comment.
So why is he still in NXT? Well,
TNA.
Who call it? Yeah, exactly. So why he's still down there? Might as well still continue doing other stuff until the call up happens.
So TNA for a long time was like TNA across the line. There is no line anymore. There's a reason why I call it NXTNA at this point, because I feel like it's one big show. Real talk. Yolanda also says he ain't doing nothing but losing everywhere now. 100% agree, but remember, when you are getting ready to get your call up, you normally have that happen because it's about putting everybody else over at that point. So I feel like we're being told he about to get, called up sometime in the next couple of months.
I'm thinking Royal Rumble, but
I do agree you got to keep some luster on it. You can't just have him go out there and get beat down all the time, always lose it, and then expect people in the main roster to be excited to see him. So it's a balance of that, and that's one thing that WWE has never been good at, is that balance of that. Right? Because a lot of times you lose your last match in NXT and then show up on one of the main roster shows, which is counterproductive to what they should be trying to do. I will say that.
But hey, He'll be on the main roster in 2026.
Yeah, he'll be there sometime in 2026. I think the big thing is we realizing when they're going to actually have any type of roster shakeup type situation, right? Because they normally kind of put it out there for us so we know what's happening, but they haven't really done that lately. So it's more like we're just kind of figuring things out. We're understanding when it's happening, long story short. So, yeah, I think it's it. Anything else you want to add about
No,
NXT or TNA, sir?
no, because I think we have plenty of time to go through a 4-match PLE that has been getting mixed reviews, depending on which side you on.
All right, good people. Y'all know what it is. Take us a quick commercial break, and when we return, Survivor Series. Let's get it.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. We're going to see about Kupp. And running back Kyren Williams to return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
All right, we back in the building, and it's time to discuss Survivor Series. And perhaps some things leading up to it.
I would say this that weekend was pretty interesting. If y'all can see my co-host's background, Black Friday didn't look so good. My team took a somewhat expected L from my point of view.
But I just want to let you know, you might believe it's a somewhat suspected L, but here in Charlotte, boy,
I mean, I have logic behind it that I know that you would agree with on, because I was talking to our main brother, and I was telling him that for me it was the logic behind it. I just felt it was coming. From my point of view, I felt one was coming, and it came in sharp.
That's fair.
It's the NFL, what we like to say, not for long.
Pretty much anything can happen league now.
So I think that's what my team fell into. So that was Sunday. Your team played Friday. College football got flipped on its head.
Correction. There was a game Friday.
I said your team.
My team never showed up.
Oh,
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, Lincoln Financial Field was just there to be the host, is what you're saying. I got you. Saturday we had a shakeup in the college football ranks, and then we get to Saturday night. Petco Park, home of the San Diego Padres. Survivor Series War Games. 4 matches on the card, which my co-host did not approve of.
Nope, and I felt like I was right and justified by the end of the show.
Also, my co-host doesn't approve of 20 matches on the card.
Well, nobody approves of 20 matches. I mean, come on.
I mean,
but there's a large gap between 4 and 20.
But you know what I'm getting. You know what I'm getting at, though.
Yeah.
So those of you who are not catching my flow, WWE does the minimal amount of matches, and AEW does the maximum amount of matches.
The mega maximum.
For Cool's liking, he needs y'all to be in the medium somewhere. Like, can we get at least 5 matches?
I feel like for Survivor Series, we've got secondary titles that can be defended. You know what I'm saying? Men's and women's. So we could throw at least 2 of those on the card, and whatever happened to just having a nice match. Doesn't have to have a championship on, but just 2 guys having a good, 2 guys or 2 gals having a good tag team or individual match. It can be a number 1 contenders match or whatever. Whatever happened to those?
More like let's have a rivalry in right here type stuff.
Or just number 1 contenders match.
Let's finish a storyline right here, type
whatever.
thing.
Something. But we don't do that anymore.
Well,
now we have to have 4 matches that are all too long. And we get so many people left off the card, but then the next week you want us to care about the people that you didn't even want to highlight on the Dat Blame pay-per-view. It make sense.
2 war games.
Premium live event. My bad.
2 war games, 2 title matches. Those are pretty much the card for the Survivor Series. Do you want to go war games or do you want to go title matches?
Doesn't matter to me. I have my opinions on them all.
Okay. We're going to start with the title matches. John Cena defending the Intercontinental Championship against Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Dominic was like, you know what? You had your title shot in your whole town. Let's go to my backyard and do it. So here we are. Dirty Dom came out with Raquel and Roxanne Perez. I was like, oh, he brought back up with him this time. Interesting. And how did those come into play? Where Dirty Dom decided to pull a Penta move. But on this case, even though Penta actually got injured, Dirty Dom faked the injury. And faked it for a very long time, too. Because before you knew it, Raquel was Tahana bombing John Cena, and then Roxanne pop rocks John Cena. Dirty Dom slides in the ring trying to get a steal, and the ref was like, I ain't counting that. I'm out here thinking you hurt for real. I ain't counting that. No. How dare you? How did you feel about that part? The ref's like, I ain't counting. No.
I like it as a twist because, he's been winning a lot of matches with that hogwash. So I like that it took a little bit more Let's just say for that to happen. Or a little bit more again for that to happen.
Yeah. Matt continues on going back and forth. All of a sudden, John Cena's coming alive. He's coming back to the old Patton John Cena. And then all of a sudden, a certain music hits. Liv Morgan returns. Okay, this is getting interesting. We didn't expect Liv to be turned back until the Royal Rumble.
Very true.
Which actually, from what she said on the pro show, she was supposed to come back at Full Survivor Series. That sounded like that was one of them last minute decisions that happened. Which in this case it worked. It spiced it up. Because she put a John Cena on John Cena.
She really did. I mean, I knew it was coming, but just like the way she jumped and hugged him, and then she gave him that smile, and then you just saw the smile just turn into the devious face. I was like, ooh. So I thought she was going to give him Oblivion, but she gave him a move that I've coined the Undertaking instead.
Like I said, she put a John Cena on John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
If those of you don't remember, Elimination Chamber. Think that'll jog y'all memory. And before you know it, Dirty Dom was a 2-time champion again.
Had to happen. I'm not upset about that. I mean, again, way too long because you didn't want to have other matches where other people could have been highlighted. So way too long of a match. Like viewer fatigue.
I agree with you on that. That was long.
Yeah, viewer fatigue is a problem. You could have had 2 more matches with the extra time from this in the Stephanie Fakir match. You could have had 2 other matches with the extra time from those 2 matches that didn't necessarily need to be there. And let's not get started on how long it took for Survivor Series matches for men and women that didn't necessarily need to be there. So this is how you have more matches. You just cut back some of these matches that are too long. You can create yourself. WWE can create 3 more matches every PLE if they just stop trying to have marathon matches for everybody that's actually on the card. The few people, who are on the card. That's just my thoughts.
Dirty Dom back on top. And I'm looking forward to seeing how the ladies get along now with Liv Morgan back.
Oh, that's gonna be the most interesting part of the Judgment Day.
That and Finn Balor smiling in the background.
Right.
You know, when Finn Balor smiling in the background, you know he thinking something crazy.
Well, you know he probably knew.
He probably did.
He's probably been snitching.
He probably the one that set it up.
He's probably been snitching to Liv the whole time, like Damian Priest was to Rhea Ripley.
So before I get to you on, I do want to highlight my sister comment. She gave John Cena props.
Go ahead and highlight all the comments, sir. I was just waiting to the proper moment to throw those up there. So, Ilana says, I like the female match way better than the males match. The females match was better, in my opinion. She says, go dogs. I don't have a dog in the fight, pun intended, because my dog decided to just drag their...
Oh, no. Your dog showed up up in Pittsburgh. I give them that. They showed up in Pittsburgh.
They didn't show up when it mattered. 2 times, and that's going to keep them out. Yolanda says Raw versus SmackDown, bring that back too. That could have been a 3rd one. And you didn't have to have Lord knows how long for these 2, just saying. Yolanda says War Games and title matches. And then Yolanda says Cena giving everybody a chance with him. The last time is pretty cool. I agree. It's the right way to go out, I feel like.
So, from one tournament to the other, the World Heavyweight Championship on the ladies' side was on the line. Nikki Bella challenging Stephanie Kerr for the title. There's there really much I need to say about this match?
I just want to ask one question. Is there anyone who truly believed that Nikki Bella was going to pin Stephanie Vaquero? Because if you did, please report to the chat and let me know why you thought that. Because I'm very curious if anybody thought that.
I will say this though. Michael Cole got a few he never thought he would get calling a match.
I will say the highlight of all Stephanie Vaquero matches, in my opinion, of course, is the Devil's Kiss.
And there was a guy in a white shirt. He had a very good view. And he was loving every minute of it.
As he should. As he should.
I think Ray Bella was jealous because like Michael Cole had a perfect view.
Yolanda has some comments on that. She says that was a wasted match. And I don't have the thing for, you know what? I do have something for that. That was a wasted match.
The kid, you dig that sucker?
That's my response to this comment, which I 100%
one of our brothers is in the chat.
definitely agree to. And then we got our guy, the bro Ryan McCarthy. Says, what's happening, gentlemen? What's going on, Ryan?
What's up, Ryan?
I owe you an appearance, sir. So get at me. We'll set it up. And Yolanda says Booker T was definitely jealous. Not only Booker T. Booker K was jealous as well.
Oh no, we knew Wade Barrett was jealous because he's the one commentating with Michael Cole.
Oh, yeah.
We knew he was jealous. He had a great view.
What's crazy
Yes,
is that's all we got to talk about, the view of moves and curvaceousness of these ladies. And we should be able to talk about a match, but only one of them is really able at this point to carry a match. And it's not the Bella lady.
What did I say last week? You're just a name at this point.
This isn't the place for just names, though. That's a Raw match. That's not a PLE match. Not
No,
one.
I will say this, but I agree with you, Ryan. They did have good chemistry in the ring. I would do it.
Now, see, certain people just get you, right? And you don't have to talk to them every day, but they just get you. This comment lets you guys know Ryan gets me. Vaquero/Bella was a good match. Both women worked well. Cake was served.
Yeah, they gave you a lot of cakes. That's what you can get them. They gave you a lot.
Nikki been in the gym getting those cakes on Double Fluff.
I'm talking about the entire show. They gave you a variety of cakes.
Yeah, but I'm saying this particular match had double cakes. And I don't think people, and this is not like a, whatever, but I'm just saying, to be the age that Nikki is and to be in the shape that she's in, that is impressive. But Nikki was never a great wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never say, oh man, Nikki is just hands down one of the better women's wrestlers, right? Like, she was never like garbage, but she was always okay. Or good. Maybe at her best, good. So at this point, one-on-one just wasn't it. 4-pack or something like that, fatal 4-way. probably would have been a better way to go. But one-on-one, this was never the move.
So now we slide to the War Games. Staying with the cakes, the ladies kicked off the show.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and AJ Lee on one side.
The 4 of the 5 were caked up over there.
You had Becky Lynch, the Kabuki Warriors, Nia Jackson making her PLE. Well, can we call it PLE debut because she was in the Royal Rumble, even though she was still in NXT?
No, we can't. We could say making her Survivor Series debut.
Survivor Series debut, the Budgie Bully Lash Legend. And, by the way, they gave Lash Legend a spotlight.
All I'm going to say is this. There's again 4 out of the 5 women were caked up and caked out. So we had 8 of the 10 women caked up and caked out. Now I don't think we need to discuss which 2 were not caked up and caked out.
Are we talking about the best friends?
Actually, I'm talking about the last 2.
The two the one crazy lady and the other insecure one.
Mm-hmm. Because I give Charlotte, like, naturally, I would say, single layer cakes. I give her that. I give Charlotte that. Alexa, we can never say Alexa's not caked up. Come on now. We can't. You can't look me in my face and say that and expect me to listen to anything else you say if you say that to me. We are done at that point.
With the good of your eyes.
Yeah, we done. Like, don't talk to me no more.
And I think somebody be stupid crazy enough to do it too. Of course, if there's War Games and there's Io Sky, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. The genius of the sky is gonna fly.
With a gap can too.
The fact that Rhea put AJ on her shoulders to handle the trash can was wild enough. The fact that there was also another trash can spot was also wild. This chick put the trash can on her head and dove onto the other team.
Did a full-fledged moonsault. And actually landed it perfectly well. I think that's why you're shaking your head, because she landed it very well.
Yes, she did.
But yes, the team of Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, AJ Lee, and Rhea Ripley got the dub. And before I get to one of my main points, do we feel bad for Becky Lynch at all?
So what?
Do we feel bad for Becky Lynch at all? Just want to throw that question out there. I think I already know. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Do we feel bad for Becky Lynch at all?
Nah.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I just wanted to make sure. Okay. I want the man to know that we didn't forget about her. We didn't forget about you, Becky, but we didn't feel bad about what happened to you at the end of that match at all.
In no way, shape, or form.
But
you've been walking around like you're the queen of everything since you got on the team. So yeah, you need to be knocked down a peg. You got what you deserved.
So yeah, just want to throw that out there. But Lash Legend got the spotlight. They allowed her to come out last before the match actually starts. So what's your thoughts on the Budgie Bullies' performance inside the War Games? Because they gave her the spotlight.
I like what Lash did because it shows like she did a good job but there's still room for growth. But she handled herself well. You didn't lead a match like, why did they give her a spotlight? You know, she should have been the one. Like, you good with it. And for them to give her that at that point, that tells you throw that Stephanie Vakir rocking on her at some point. So, and it might be United States or Intercontinental Championship to begin with, but she's gonna have gold somewhere. That's what it tells me. And I hope it's not tag team because
I mean, she is in a tag team with Nia Jax. I mean,
but I want her to have gold by herself. But if it's tag team, I can live with it. But I'd rather it be individual. But they could give her tag team gold with Nia just to follow that Jade Cargill trajectory. But you got to put some gold on Lash real soon. That's what I will say. And if you put gold on, they can travel to all the shows, so that actually might be the best idea.
And
now I rethink it.
And she, the way that either her opponents are good at selling, or she has a way of making you feel like she's knocking the breath out of them.
Yeah. You know, she was a WNBA player. That's the crazy thing.
I know. The Seattle Storm.
Mm-hmm. But she was on that stat team, so she's like, I'm about to go do something else. They don't let me play.
I was like, AJ, welcome to War Games. Courtesy of Last Legend.
Right.
Matter of fact, AJ Lee, Last Legend, that was their first time inside War Games.
And they did well. Like, you didn't look at it and say, oh, they garbage. They did well.
So that was the latest War Games, and then you know what the main event was. The men's War Games. When you had the Bloodline of the Usos and Roman Reigns teaming with the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk and the WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes against the Vision that consists of Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, along with Jaden McIntyre and Brock Lesnar. And they did it right. Triple H, I appreciate you for doing the right thing. We felt that the Vision was supposed to win this match. That's the way you went. Now, I'm gonna ask this question because I want to get your opinion because I know you're a Jey Uso fan. You're just not a Yeezy fan. You're a Jey Uso fan. Your thoughts on Jey Uso doing the yeet during the match, which led to Brock Lesnar coming out?
What do y'all expect from the character that he's built? Like, that's the character. Did you think he was going to get into, like, Survivor Series War Games and all of a sudden be serious? I mean, it's Jey Uso. He's a eater of all worlds. He's a eater.
So you know why I asked that question. Good.
Yeah, I know why. But I'm just saying, that's the character. You don't break character just because you're in a different situation. That's Jey Uso's character. Personally, I think it was a good idea. Absolutely not. But I understand exactly why they did it.
It's the E in the WWE. The entertainment part of it.
Yeah, you gotta give a little entertainment. You gotta make people say, all right, he kind of doing the thing.
It was like, hey, let's get the crowd higher, and then you know the atmosphere's going to change as soon as that guitar hit. Hey, we eating here. Uh-oh, here he comes. The atmosphere changed very quickly. Because here comes Brock Lesnar. So that happens, and of course, you know who came out last. Like, it was a given. Tribal Chief comes out last. All right, this match is going back and forth, giving you the idea you don't know who's gonna win yet. And then all of a sudden, as my sister put in the chat, some guy in a goddamn black hoodie showed up. Super kick CM Punk and does the curve stomp to CM Punk, which leads to the Vision winning. Now, for this part, I don't know how you're going to feel about this part, but for me, to kind of end Survivor Series that way from Triple H, I say good job. Because now you got people talking about who is this guy that came in and screwed CM Punk and company. And then you have people right off the bat jumping to Seth Rollins because of the moves he did.
It's clearly not Seth Rollins. So there's no way he would be able to get over that gate like that.
But my question to you is, how do you feel about how Triple H planned that out?
I like it because it's somebody I believe that should have been in the match, but because of everything that happened and they having to kind of redo the match due to Seth Rollins' injury.
And he's actually injured, people. I can confirm it. He actually has surgery.
He's actually injured this time. There's no chicanery.
But I have a theory that I'm going to hold on to.
I have a theory as well.
Okay.
I have a theory that was the one that was in the match. First name Austin.
So we are in agreement. We do enjoy the fact that Triple H pull something and to get people thinking and talking. Like, who is that?
It's got to be a good payoff. Don't give us no doo-doo payoff.
Like, who is that? God darn it. Seth Rollins. You know how people are like, God darn, Seth Rollins did it again. And I don't think it was Seth Rollins, but
and you have to think about the logic. Why would
but he did the stuff pretty well, though. I'll give him that.
But I'm saying, why would Seth Rollins help the guys who beat his ass and put him out? Doesn't make sense.
Me and you, we can think like that.
Yeah, we can.
Other people don't think like that.
No, but that's why we are here to educate them, give them the knowledge, the clear-headedness.
And plus, think about who he attacked. The one man that Seth Rollins can't stand the most out of everybody.
It makes sense why you would have certain thoughts, and that was part of I guess we could say intrigue of why it happened. That's part of it.
So Triple H, I give you kudos on the ending of War Games.
Good job, Hunter.
I give you kudos on that because if you can get people talking, and they like they can say they can stand a pay-per-view and all that and all, but at the end it's like, dang, was that really Seth Rollins? Who was that? You done something. Because everybody's like, man, we need to find out who this was, bro. Like, hold on, who? Because people love a mystery when it comes to wrestling.
And they'll make everybody under the sun people that ain't got nothing to do with it. They'll make it all about them, and you like, bro. That's why I said earlier, they could put Trick Reeves on that hoodie.
That name has popped up.
If they want to do that, because that would make sense. Right? So you have to have a guy that fits a certain build. Height you can kind of play with because, they're on all black, so it's kind of. But there's only a couple of people that will make sense. Man, people are like, it could be Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho is not climbing that darn cage at his age.
Oh, he could be John Moxley. That's not John Moxley either. I know that's what y'all want, but you can't always have what you want. And this is a time when you will not get it.
So I think this is the way we can go into the chats before we close out the show with the final 10 minutes we get.
Absolutely. So looking for a hit, 1207 says this pay-per-view made their butt itch. You know, I'm not even going to knock you because it didn't do it for me at all. I respect the ending, but I'm definitely on the side of do better. You charging people a lot of money, right? Or they're on ESPN. Well, I guess you're really not because it's on ESPN technically. But you want hours of people time and you don't give them enough stimulation. Like I go a little bit deeper than like the normal person thinks. We have a certain attention span, right? About 10, 15 minutes on non-like major mega matches. So why are you giving us these long, like other matches? I get your Survivor Series matches are going to be longer, but truthfully, they shouldn't be more than 30 minutes each. If that. That's an hour. That gives you plenty of time to do other stuff. But instead, we want to drag them out and drag out normal matches. Because the other two matches were really normal matches. There wasn't anything like amazing about them. There weren't, single one-on-one matches, like whatever. So I think you got to start to put more matches on these PLEs. You've got to give us 7 or 8 matches, not 4. I don't care what the 4 matches are. 4 matches is not enough. And a lot of people, I'm being honest, including myself, was like, I'm not about to sit there and watch 4 matches for 3 hours all together. You know what I'm saying? I watched a little bit, went back and watched a little bit more, went back and watched a little bit more, because I'm not interested in watching that much at one time of the same people. You give me the same thing, you give me 7, 8 matches, all right. That's not enough. My man Kendra say, it's not enough. It's not enough. Ryan says, you guys think either Flair or Bliss turn heel tonight? If anybody turns heel, I would expect it to be Flair. But if it were Bliss,
I'm going both.
Lots.
If there's a heel turn that's going to happen with the ladies, it'll be both of them. They go together.
But that's the thing. Them as heels together, I instantly don't care. Them as faces together, I'm interested. So if you want to lose me, turn them both heel. I no longer care about them. Because we've seen both of them as bad guys. We don't need to see them as bad guys together. Especially after Alexa went and had a heartfelt reaching out to Charlotte to come and be part of the Good Girls. They'll always be if they do that. Yolanda says not at all. Then Yolanda says, get it, girl. Of course, she's referring to Lash Legend. A lot of people have some problems with her entrance and her gyrating and bouncing down to the ring. That's what that kind of music is for. So if you have a problem with it, learn the culture first before you start running around, because it's people that don't understand the culture that are complaining about that. Clearly, I don't even have to see the comments. Skiptronic says, Trick do need to be called up.
2026.
Skiptronic asked a very good question. What's been going on with the Street Profits? So you know what? Split them up. I'm with Cole 100%. Split them up. They went back to the old music. I'm done. Split them up. Cole, I am with you 100%. If they both flounder in the mid-card forever, it's still better than split them up. We have regressed back to 2 happy guys. We've acted like none of this character development over the past 2-3 years has happened. Split them up. You have nothing to do with them together. Split them up. Don't have them come out together again. They fight each other. If you split their plans, whatever. Do not have them come out as a tag team again, because you don't care about them as a tag team, and stop wasting our time. That's how I feel about the Street Profits. Would you like to add anything, sir?
I'm good.
In the words of their way better song, when you see smoke is fire in the building. The smoke that we're seeing is they don't care about them, and it's burning me up. So Skip responds to your question by saying, I thought it was funny. She does say Jay is the best character on Raw. Honestly, I agree. She agrees with me. And then it says entertainment purposes.
I mean, it was that was the entertainment part before the proverbial dark cloud came.
And you knew it was going to be Brock. So you might as well go ahead and have a little happy-go-lucky moment before Brock comes out there and just Brock Lesnar's everything like a crazy fool.
Which he ended up doing.
Yeah. He gonna do what he do because he's a crazy fool. That's what crazy fools do. They be crazy fools.
You like that dark cloud reference.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Yolanda says that they really need for a hooded man to come out and let them win. I think they needed something if they were going to do the bad guys, because at the end of the day, I think they were pretty evenly matched.
So you saying what would be the tipping of the scale point?
Yeah, you needed something to tip the scale, because you made this mega match between the mega good guys and the mega bad guys, and the mega bad guys need to help to win because they're mega bad guys. That's
pretty much the Avengers versus the Sinister Six, and the Sinister Six need that extra edge.
Sinister Six became the Sinister 7 and 1. Yeah. Skip Tronic says I was sleeping during the Cena match. And you know what? You didn't really miss anything except for Alexa Bliss. Not Alexa Bliss. You didn't miss anything except for Liv Morgan coming
putting
back.
to John Cena.
And
she put a John Cena to John Cena. That's crazy.
The rest of the match, honestly, you really could have slept through. And I don't blame you for sleeping through it. You will not be judged here for sleeping through that match. Trust me.
Everybody has their own flavor. It is what it is.
Yeah, my flavor is not long matches with old men. Skip Tronic also says that yeeting does wake me up, laugh out loud. Exactly. If you sitting there like half sleep dozing and then you start hearing yeet, 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 yeet. I mean, you just gonna start eating. I mean, it is what it is. Yolanda says the yeeting was done on purpose, though, for that very reason. That's another good point, Yolanda. That's another good point.
Definitely, I know it's done. I'm like, so we just gonna eat till Brock Lesnar come out, huh? Okay.
Trying to get people to wake up for the rest of the match. They're like, give them some yeast that'll wake them up.
They'll wake them up, and then also they're gonna feel some chills come down their spine.
Take them to a high and low. Skip said Brock was ragging all of them. Yeah. Brock was ragdolling everybody. Everybody was going to Suplex City and getting ragdolled. Skip says, I thought it was Seth. I tell you, I just don't see it being Seth. Just because of his injury. If it is, it's at this point.
That dude should heal up quick.
If it's Seth, you got a lot of explaining to do.
How you hit up that darn fast?
A lot of explaining to do. A lot of explaining if it's Seth. Yolanda says, I don't either, but hey, that's the thing, everybody. That's what they want you to think about how they did it. Yolanda also says it's awesome theory, I think. Yep. I'm 100% with you. Skip says I like seeing new people. Yeah, it's nice to see new people. You don't see them that much, but it's nice.
I'm just happy Bronson Reed didn't jump off the cage this time.
You know what happened last time? He blew out everything.
That's why I said that.
Yeah, so I'm glad he didn't either. Skip says, I can't wait till they do something with the Street Profits. I don't think they're going to do anything with just put them up. I'm with Cole. Just put them up. You don't do nothing with them together. Just at least let them do nothing singly. Yolanda says it looks like his body type. I agree. Could be Trick body type too. They just, kind of play with the height a little bit. Honestly, it might have just been a stunt man who knew the moves, and then they just going to insert whoever they wanted to be. So Skip asked a great question here, Playmaker. How do we feel about Bron Breakker?
He's the next man up. It doesn't matter when they decided to make him the man. But he's the next man up.
they are organically, they're kind of forcing it, but so also a bit of organically pushing him up, right? Because they don't have him like going up against Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and the top stars every week, but they're keeping him around the main event scene, and he's getting some big wins like the one he just got. So I think they're doing a good job of that. And I mean, all you can do is what you can do, and they're doing a good job of what they can do with Braun Breaker. And I think that spear and just his mannerisms and how he acts, this dude is going to be a top heel soon. And he's going to be a champ, a world champ, or undisputed champ soon. Yolanda says we all agree in this Austin Theory. I think me and you agree with that, Yolanda. I don't know about Playmaker, and Skip definitely doesn't agree with us. But Skip Tronic does agree with me about one thing.
You know why she said that, right? Remember I said I have a theory.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I like for you to come out and say it. So in case the people in the back that don't understand, feel you.
And I also like to make them think too. Darn, what he meant by that.
No, sir. You can't make them think so much now. Come on now.
Oh, that's the only time I made him think.
I know. Skiptronic says Trick would be awesome. He would be. And Yolanda says we'll find tonight, I hope. If we find out tonight, I'm going to be a little disappointed. But I'm not going to be surprised.
Build it up a bit. Build the suspense up a bit.
Yeah, make it a big moment. You know what I'm saying? Don't just have him come out tonight and like, yeah, I helped. Blah, blah, blah. But, that's one of the things that Paul does. He makes you feel like it's going to be some grand, and it ends up being boo-boo juice. So we will see what Paul's intentions are. Paul be Pauling. That's what I'm going to start saying. Paul be Pauling. All right, we got a couple of more ones here. Looking for a hit says, what does Bussy mean? I'm going to let you take that one, sir.
I'm not taking that.
Well, I got to sip something, so I'm going to let you take it.
There's a reason why. It's the reason why you don't want to take it. It's the same reason why I don't want to take
it. How about you in the PG version?
I don't even think I can create a PG version for that.
No.
Yeah. See, you having a hard time finding a way to do it.
Let's just say it's a word for the flowing of juices.
Like, you don't even do it. Don't even do it. It's not.
I mean, that's about the PG you can
get. Like I said, I don't even think it's a way to get to be PG at this point.
Skip Tronic says for sure. And Skip Tronic says I'm over this Cena retirement mess.
Hey, you only got 12 days left. You only got 12 days left.
Was drug out in a different way. I think heel Cena kind of made it nowhere near as sexy as it should have been.
Yeah, but I still enjoyed it for the time that it was. Real nice to hear John Cena go at the crowd. That was fun for me.
Skip also says, I will be happy if it's Trick, but we all know it's Theory. Done. I got to use boo juice, laugh out loud. She says, a conversation about Cena being the GOAT needs to be talked about because I think don't agree. Yeah, she says don't. Honestly,
I mean, he's the only one. He's the only one that has won 17 world titles. That's why. Outside of that, they wouldn't been saying it.
Skip says, thank God. Actually, they were saying it before he won it, though.
Michael Cole was saying it. And
the rest of them. Skip says, homeboy isn't the GOAT. I agree with you, but, You understand who says Bussy on here? No one on here said it, man. I did not say that on here, man. And I'm sure I'm about 95% sure that Playmaker didn't. I'm gonna say 95 because I don't want to be 100%. And somebody go back and like, Bussy was said at this point. and 17 and 9 seconds. It was used. But I'm pretty sure that we didn't say that.
Did you have to say it like that?
I did, sir, because it's with a nerd, and we have to give the nerds the correct nerd voice. That's what it is.
You need some glasses to push up.
I threw them all out when I got LASIK surgery.
I don't blame you, but I'm just saying.
I didn't want to look at no more glasses.
I'm just saying for the gimmick, you need some glasses.
For that particular voice, well, that could possibly work. It's a really thick one. So I sit them on the tip of my nose, and then look over the top. Yeah.
Hey man, you might mess around. That might end up being a segment on the Darren Show.
Yeah, we have had a lot going on as far as like a lot of PLEs and pay-per-views and everything smashed together. So some of our normal, get to, we ain't really been able to get to, but that's okay. Because things should be smoothing over soon.
Yeah, with the holidays beginning.
We're going to get back to the get back. You feel me? 100%. But hey, everybody tuning in, we greatly appreciate you supporting Monarchs of Wrestling. Please make sure you share it with all of your fellow pro wrestling fans. And,
And the rebrand is just about complete. It is now the Playmakers Network. So if you're confused about how I thought it was the Playmaker Note, we the Playmakers Network now.
So another good conversation would be, why isn't there any black wrestlers on the caliber of a John Cena or Stone Cold? The chat is spoken.
I think that's a question we can pose to the internet.
I think it's something we need to answer too, but we could definitely pose it and get feedback, and then we can also add our own thoughts.
Yeah, that might be something that we can start doing. Having a question of the day, a poll question,
a conversation,
and see what the people feel.
Yeah, I think this is a great way to start it off with Skip Tronic 16's.
Appreciate the help. That was a very. We happy that you did that. You think it was an idea?
Yes.
Hey, you might want to.
It's one that I've been wanting to talk about. Oh boy.
Yeah, you might want to say that. You might want to write that comment somewhere. That way, it can be thrown out there.
I'll remember.
Gotcha.
I'll remember this one. And I don't have a good memory, but I remember that. I've kind of touched on that before, but we haven't had a pure conversation on it. So yeah. We thank you for that, Skip Tronic. We thank you for that. And Skip Tronic hits us with the 5 thumbs up. That's a lot of thumbs up. But appreciate everybody tuning in. All comments are always welcome. If you guys have things like that you want to talk about, drop them. That's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? Yolanda says the racism is real. I'm going to save mine. But I have no frown for your comment, Yolanda. Yolanda says next week, let's talk about it. Are you saying you're going to hop on and discuss that with us, Yolanda? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing? Just checking. Skip Tronic says, I've been a fan for over 30 years. I have a lot of questions. Laugh out loud. Hey, that's what's up. We are here for it. That's a good jumping off point. We like it. Good people. Again, appreciate everybody hopping in. It's the holidays. So during the holidays, I always say to people, there's a lot of people that that are suffering from depression. They may tell you, they may not. Or a lot of people just tough time of year for whatever reason, depression being a big one. So make sure that you check on people that you care about and things like that, because you never know. A conversation, video chat might be something that turns someone to a different path than what they were initially on. If you feel what I'm saying, and that could be very beneficial for them. I always say it's better to take an hour or two, excuse me, across a couple of conversations to talk to somebody than have to, go to a funeral for that person. Holidays are a time of year where a lot of people, like I said, just you kind of live in a different headspace and needing somebody that can support you, be there for you. And a lot of us probably do it already for people that may not even know it. But just, especially the ones that laugh and feel like everything's good, definitely check on those. Also check on people who kind of you feel pull away a little bit. Those are both two signs. Just check on them. Not saying anything's happening, but just try to make sure you do what you can for the people that are, important to you. And also, of course, it is never where you start. It is always where you finish. And also, if you're having difficulties, you need to talk to somebody. There's different lines and things you can call. Make sure you call those lines, and use those pieces of information. Because believe me when I say, we'd rather talk to you than the other outcome. Anything you would like to add, Playmaker?
Nope. Just enjoy the final month of 2025. Make it the best month. Finish strong. Because you want to go. You want to go into 2026 already on a roll and just keep it pushing.
Monarchs is going to have a few new things as well, so be prepared for those. And with that being said, we out. We will see you back next week. I'm not going to give any ridiculous outro today. I do that sometimes. I'm not going to do it today. We out.